All right. Yes. You didn't hear nothing. You hush.
You heard nothing at all.
Okay? Listen,
Mind your business.
We're respectable people here at the Earth is Ghetto podcast.
We are good, God-fearing people here.
Amen. Hallelujah. Okay. So... welcome back to the Earth is Ghetto God podcast. I am Sydney.
And I am Aaron.
Okay. We are here to give you what has been going on lately. Sorry we haven't chatted. Life has been lifing. You know, it's been doing some of the worst things possible to me. I don't know about y'all. I'm fucked up out here. You know what I mean? But
last time we was here.
Like a month ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So so much honestly has happened, but we're just gonna get into our mental health check-in before we just dive into the news. Because when I say we've got too much going on, and we have another part 2 that we will be coming back here to film again on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. On Wednesday, so mental health check-in. Go for it.
Once again, everything, we are in fuckery. But, being that we are in fuckery, I am doing decent. I'm trying to, focus on my passions, things like my art, my creativity, things that will always keep me sane. So, for that, I'm doing okay. I mean, but it's like, don't look around you. It's like, I really don't know.
Doing the best we can with what we got. Okay. What I will say is that it has, it's been so much that's been going on lately. I will say that one of the things that I am thankful for is that our family has gotten so much closer. And the way that we protect each other, the way that we are each other's community. And I feel like, despite the fact that things are going horrific, because they are, right? And I'm not going to pretend it's not. I have never felt more at peace with the people that I am around. And that feels very wealthy to me, because I know there are people with money who don't have that. So, just going to put that out there.
Yeah. We've gotten so much closer. Like, we've always been close, but it's just these past few months. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know what it was, but this is family, this is community. This
absolutely.
We are literally all we got.
All day.
Like, anything else, if it's not community, don't trust it. I'm sorry. But not.
All right, y'all. So, let's go ahead and jump into this shit. We already knew that there was a flotilla, a second one, that, goodness, I don't even know what number flotilla. They've been trying to break this siege to be able to get Gaza food for a long time. And recently, Greta Thunberg was released again and deported this time to France from Israel. Apparently, they are saying that she was tortured while she was there. And there was 450 people on this flotilla. And what's worse is there's so many people that are still there, and we're only talking about Greta Thunberg. Not that I'm not saying she didn't go through something, but all of those nameless 449 people, and I don't even know who's been deported, so I went ahead and I had to look up the article. And I won't read the whole thing, but we'll go over the highlights. So several international activists were deported from Israel after joining a Gaza aid flotilla have accused Israel forces of mistreating climate campaigner Greta Thunberg. The 137 deportees landed in Istanbul on Saturday, including 36 Turkish nationals, alongside activists from the United States, Italy, Malaysia, Kuwait, Switzerland, Tunisia, Libya, Jordan, and other countries, Turkish officials confirmed. Turkish journalist and Gaza Samud flotilla participant Ersin Salik told local media outlets he witnessed Israeli forces torturing Greta Thunberg, describing how she was dragged on the ground and forced to kiss the Israeli flag. Malaysian activist Hazwani Helmi, I'm so sorry if I am fucking up anybody's name, And American participant Winfield Beaver gave similar accounts at Istanbul airport, alleging Thunberg was shoved and paraded with an Israeli flag. It was a disaster. They treated us like animals, Helmy said, adding that detainees were denied food, clean water, and medication. Beaver said Thunberg was treated terribly and used as propaganda, recalling how she was shoved into a room as far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir entered. Italian journalist Lorenzo Agostino, who had been on the flotilla, also cited the treatment of Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, a brave woman, is only 22 years old. She was humiliated and wrapped in an Israeli flag and exhibited like a trophy. Others described severe mistreatment. Turkish TV presenter Iqbal Gopinaar said they treated us like dogs. They left us hungry for 3 days. They didn't give us water. We had to drink from the toilet. It was a terribly hot day and we were all roasting. She said the ordeal gave her a better understanding of Gaza. So, remember, I said there was 450 participants, 137 deportees. Mm-hmm. That means at least 3/4 of these people are still in Israel, being probably way more tortured than they were willing to do to white-ass Greta Thunberg.
Right.
I'm just letting you know, if Greta Thunberg goes on any of these and she dies, they have lost the war, because the uproar that would happen, and it would be a well-deserved uproar, it would just be everybody deserves that uproar. Mm-hmm. And
right.
Everybody deserves that uproar, and Greta Thunberg will get it. And I think that she knows that, which is why she keeps going. And because she knows that at the end of this, you can do whatever you want, but I can't leave without arms and legs and you do whatever and people not come the fuck after you.
Mm-hmm. It's like sad to say, but it's the only way that it would get more people mad. If it's because let's be honest,
it's true. It's true. I can't pretend. I really can't pretend otherwise.
They made her kiss the Israel. Like when I saw, it's like they are so fucking evil. They are so fucking evil, and they know what they're doing is fucked up, and no one believes you anymore. No one. A lot more people are seeing y'all for who y'all are,
and you're mad. And you're mad that you are losing your propaganda war that you have had on us since 1948 when the Nakba started. Mm-hmm. All right, you realize that after this many decades, you are losing the war in the news, the war for political opinion. Yep. Oh, Allison's in here. I just saw Aaron's video. Had to run here. Hey, baby. But yeah, no, I'm so fully disgusted with where we are right now, and the fact that Greta Thunberg is going to get the reaction that every single Palestinian child, man, and woman should be getting. Yeah. But because it's white ass Greta Thunberg, that's why. Let me tell you something. They are not. If they end up ever killing that girl,
every news media,
bro, exactly. Allison just said, if all that's happening to Greta, imagine what's happening to the POC that were on the flotilla. Do you see? That's what I just said. Like, if this is what we're doing to her, which, by the way, at the end of the article, they just said, Israel forces said, that's all a lie. We didn't do it. And I'm just like, yes, because you guys are so trustworthy. We totally believe you.
Right, like, we so believe you.
The fuck. But no, I'm... It's only getting worse. And I really am glad for some of the other stories that I have in reference to, like, Nepal and Indonesia, which we are going to get to next, because those are stories of revolution. Mm-hmm. These are stories of revolution. Revolution they didn't say that was even possible. Yep. And that's why we need to see it, because we can be doing the same thing. All right? I don't know if anybody's ever seen One Piece, right? And people think that, One Piece is just an anime. It's not political. I'm sorry that your media literacy is on zero. I can't help you with that.
They're using the One Piece flag as like a symbolism of like freedom. Like,
yes.
Everyone, like, it's like now like a symbol.
Yes. Do you know you know how insane it is that for Nepali history, they're going to have to explain to people what One Piece even is? Because they'll be like, wait, what? Child. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just so amazing. NK even said they shouldn't hurt Greta. And with that, women going on missing on her way to Indonesia, I'm so scared for them. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. It's oof. All right, let's get to the next one, because I need something slightly hopeful. If you want to go ahead and play the video for Indonesia.
Travel to, and if that country is Indonesia, then you need to pay attention to the protests that have ignited across the country. Why? Because Indonesians are fighting against the exploitation of their labor by a ruling elite that pays themselves 27 times the minimum wage. The very same labor exploitation that makes the country cheap for you as a tourist. The very same labor exploitations that pushes Indonesians into service roles, making $350 a month to serve tourists at multi-million-dollar resorts that take advantage of this permanent underclass of overworked and underpaid local people. The country isn't cheap. It's the cost of labor that is low, aka the Indonesian working class is not fairly compensated for the immense value their labor produces, so deeply undervalued that the labor of a Gojek driver at Farang Kurniawan is like mud on the boots of the state's foot soldiers in the form of police who ran over him while he was making a delivery. Labor, mind you, that helped Gojek rake in $260 million in Q2 alone. A service that you have probably used while traveling through Indonesia, a service that is allowed to pay Indonesian workers next to nothing because the labor is not protected by the very politicians who, again, pay themselves 27 times what the average worker makes. The tourism industry that caters to your every whim loves that you think that everything is so cheap. Cheap for who? That's what I want you to ask yourself next time before you utter those words ever again. Indonesian workers have made it clear that the country is not cheap for them. In fact, the cost of living has massively skyrocketed. So saying everything is cheap is rhetoric that helps the state undermine workers' demands. In fact, even you, yes you, use this rhetoric to justify haggling, paying $3 instead of $6 for something you'd gladly pay $15 for back home, undermining workers and the value of their labor yourself. But you know, everything is cheap. Why pay them more? They don't need it, right? Congrats. You've just helped an oppressive government push anti-worker propaganda to keep wages down. And yes, every video you make about your visit to a country is propaganda. So on this Labor Day, I want to remind you that tourism is a political act. It's the willing engagement with a system that has created a permanent underclass of laborers whose labor exploitation is at the heart of why you're able to go to certain countries and find them to be cheap. Because cheap for you means exploited labor for them. Labor rights are human rights, and to be a conscious traveler means to stand in solidarity with workers everywhere, including and especially in the paradise that has been crafted for you out of someone else's labor. Thank you. This country is
So specifically, I wanted to play that video because a lot of us are trying to leave right now. A lot of us are trying to get out, and all of us are like, obviously the cost of living in America is disgusting, and we know it is. But to go over to another country strictly because it's just gonna be cheaper for you, you are not standing in solidarity with the working class of that country. And in order to move to a place, I'm sorry, in order to not be a colonizer, you actually have to be concerned with the labor rights of the people in that country. Are they getting paid well? Yeah. If you go and you open a business somewhere, you need to hire locals and you need to pay them as much as you possibly can, because that's what's going to actually stimulate the economy, not you coming in being like, oh, well, I only got to pay him $2. Bitch! I heard somebody say something super ignorant the other day. They had just moved to the DR, and they told me something stupid, like, "Oh well, you can smoke." I said, "Hey, it's illegal to smoke weed over there, isn't it?" He was like, "Well, not for tourists. For the Dominicans, maybe they get in trouble, but I wouldn't." Oh, yeah. You're a horrible person.
He said, "I can bring my individualism over here, and I'm good. I don't care what they got going on, but as long as I'm good over here on the girl."
And that individualism is what keeps us, especially in this country, so ridiculously oppressed. Because our power comes from community. Our power comes from us being able to be like, "Hey, Aaron, I know you need help and I got this. Hey, Sydney, I know you need help. I got that." That is power. That's actual power. And I don't think that you realize or understand how deep that power goes, how deep that power of community goes. It is set up for us to think that it's all helpless. It is set up for you to feel like you could never make a fucking difference. It is set up to make you feel like revolution is the dumbest thing you could think of, because guess what? They're always gonna win. You don't think that propaganda helps them stay on top?
Every time.
Because at this point, we've made them a legend of some kind. Oh, no matter what, they'll always win. There's nothing we can do. They need you to think that.
Yeah. They want you to think that while still talking about the NFL playoffs and the next Girl.
And having Bad Bunny go ahead and perform. You know what?
And it's like we shouldn't even... Black people, we're supposed to be boycotting the NFL anyway.
And now you have Latin people who are now going to come to this particular Super Bowl in mass. Who do you think is going to be waiting outside to pick up bitches? Who do you think is going to be outside?
They already said that they will be there. What's his name? I want him. Ooh, he should not be existing. What's his name? He's like the director of ICE.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Some white devil.
He was like, yeah, ICE will be there during the halftime show.
Oh, no, and he wanted everybody to know that.
Yeah.
He wanted everybody to know, guess what? ICE is going to be there. And I was just like, oh, wow. They're telling us. And the fact that Bad Bunny is still performing, you decided you were never going to have another concert here because you didn't want ICE sitting outside of your concert. What the fuck changed? Upsetting white people should not be more important than revolution. And yes, I too think white tears are delicious. Yum, yum, yum,
yum, yum.
delicioso.
Eat them up.
At the same time, we've got goals in mind. You cannot just go ahead and be like, oh, this is what, come on, man. Come on. You got to think bigger than what the one thing is in front of you. You will see that one thing and be like, white people are upset, I've won somehow.
Yeah, and it's like, meanwhile, we still tuned into the fucking NFL.
And giving them the money to continue to use black and brown people at slave auctions for TV.
People are not grasping. We should not be watching this shit at all. We should not be featuring it at all. Ever since the whole, like, the way they did Colin Kaepernick, and then I got some things about him too. But we still should not be tuned in to that shit. At all. That's the thing. It's not about, oh, white folks gonna be mad. No. We should all of us, not be fucking with that shit.
And I think what's worse is the fact that we are so gloating in what is happening. The fact that white people have to listen to Spanish for 15 minutes. Hope that you realize that's what's happening, right? Cool. You have to listen to Spanish for 15 minutes. So therefore, we've won somehow. We didn't win.
Because the NFL, which is a very racist...
they call them owners for a reason.
The draft, I call it the slave auction draft, but y'all just say the draft. Hey, whatever.
Let me see your muscle mass. Let me hold your balls. Stick out your tongue. Let me check your gums. Like, do you... Okay, you know what? I won't go into it. All I'm saying is that the most important piece of all of this is that you cannot go ahead and take what you think is an olive branch, which is really fake peace. Do not take fake peace for real peace, because real peace feels like it might be more chaotic to go after. It might be more aggressive to go after. There might be something bigger to go after if we decide to do this. So guess what? Let them listen to Spanish for 15 minutes so I can feel like I won on the inside. Baby, that's not revolution.
Right.
That's liberalism.
Yep. And then Jay-Z, the main one, saying, oh, I don't need the NFL. They need me. Meanwhile, he's partnered with them and decides all the halftime shows. After he was talking all this shit about how racist they are, which they are, and how we don't need them.
No, and they're racist, but now I'm in control of the racism.
When it comes to a check, I don't mind them. I will sell myself out. That's what he basically is doing.
And I think that's the part that we should be more disgusted by. And just remind me to put Jay-Z and Beyonce on the next show, because for part 2, because we
I have to remind y'all that no one is safe with us, especially when it comes to motherfuckers that don't know who we are. And y'all know Beyonce is my favorite artist. She will still get dragged.
I'm sorry. You had a whole album on Africa and then came up with a Tiffany Diamond special. I love you, but we're not about to pretend that a nigga can't see.
And it's like, we walk and chew gum over here. I know that's like very taboo for y'all, a lot of y'all. But over here, Okay, girl, yes, you sing your ass up, but girl, that blood diamond shit, I see you.
Playing in Israel.
You singing your fucking ass off. You are that bitch, but also I don't trust you because, hey, you are still a capitalist. At the end of the day. And the man that you were with said that calling me a capitalist is like calling me the N-word. He said that. That's the man that you're with. So... Hey girl, hey, the reason I take singing serious is because of you. Hey, I respect the fuck out of you, but hey, also, your politic is trash, and you are not to be trusted at the end of the day.
And no celebrity should be. I don't give a fuck who they are. Listen, Pedro Pascal, I would do some nasty, disgusting things. Okay. I'm not even gonna pretend. And I love myself some chocolate, and I always have been here. You feel me? But then I was just like, ooh. Do you think if something horrific was to come out about Pedro Pascal, I'm supposed to be like, but I want him?
Right, like.
But if he's horrific, and now that you want him, doesn't that say more about you?
Like when you come to a point to where you have to say at your own mouth, oh, I don't know, I can't defend this one. Why? Like, this is where we're at. Because it shouldn't have to come to that anyway. Oh, I can't defend this. What does that mean?
Bro.
When you say that about I can't defend this, girl. No. You should always be able to tap. All right. Girl, you ain't getting my coin because, girl, this ain't it.
No, and I'm sorry. And as far as I'm concerned, we need to, if it was up to me, we would stop going to work. We would stop going to concerts. We would stop paying for fucking anything. If it was up to me. If it was up to me, everybody would be doing the same community that I do within my household. And we would all be entertaining and feeding and clothing ourselves until they got their shit together. Because you have to realize there is no them without us. They don't exist without us. But you don't realize that yet because you're still under the guise, under the smoke and mirrors of all the bullshit. That's what the problem is. It's cool.
But did you see that Coachella lineup for next year? We are not serious, people. We're not serious. Like this is
who got nominated for a Grammy? Like,
girl.
Anyway, let's get to Nepal. And yes, everybody should watch One Piece. Allison said, I must go watch One Piece now.
I need to do what you did and watch just the main parts, like the...
Oh, no, I have a whole thing where it takes out all of the filler so that I'm only watching the episodes that matter, which is still a lot of motherfucking episodes.
Still a shit ton, yeah.
So, child.
Girl, let's see what's going on in Nepal.
Nepal just elected their interim prime minister via Discord. Yeah, you heard that right, via Discord. So after the Nepali people toppled their government less than 2 days after their government took the lives of over 51 Gen Z peaceful protesters and injuring over 1,000 citizens. And because this was a reactionary revolution started by the unaliving of those 51 people, there was no original succession plan on what happens after they overthrew the government, which made Nepal fall into a bit of darkness, especially after they released 13,000 prisoners, the majority of whom are still on the run. However, the Youth Against Corruption Discord server that they've been coordinating everything on, these Gen Z kids got together and they literally voted for their next prime minister via a poll on Discord. And as you can see, they voted in Sushila Karki, the ex-Chief Justice of Nepal, who was known for going after corruption. And they took this to the Army General, and the Army has been keeping order in Nepal since the downfall of the government. And earlier today, on Friday, September 12, 2025, Sushila Karki was sworn in Kathmandu as Nepal's first female prime minister. And again, I just want to be very clear, in less than a business week, so in less than 5 days, the Nepali people were able to organize the largest protest in recent Nepali history, even though their social media got shut down. They overthrew their corrupt two-party system government that formed into one party with zero opposition that controlled everything within Nepal, making the corrupt politicians not only resign, but literally flee their homes dangling from a helicopter. And when the country descended into chaos and anarchy, anarchy, within less than a day, they were able to get together and vote on a brand new prime minister, swear her into office so that they can restore order, and without even taking a breather, come out to restore and rebuild the whole country, track down and force everyone who robbed and looted to then go return everything that they took back to the businesses. And again, all of this happened within 3 to 4 days from beginning to end. Real quick, over 45 Nepali student organizations throughout the world came together and they created this. You can find it right here. The proceeds are going to benefit the victims of Nepal, especially the families of the lives who were taken. So if you are able, please help them out. And to the brothers and sisters in Nepal, thank you for giving the rest of the world hope and showing us that we don't have to sacrifice our integrity to get it done. Stay safe. The Gen Z...
And just so you know, they were the ones with the Luffy hats and with the, like, yo, when I say... I was like, I gotta hurry up and finish motherfucking One Piece, bitch.
Okay.
Now,
what do you have to say to this? Because someone said, I just want to hear your opinion on this. Someone said the reason this wouldn't work in the U.S., even though it is long overdue, in parentheses, is because the government did a great job dividing its citizens by color and political stance, so much so it's become their identity.
You're not fucking wrong. You're not fucking wrong. But what I will say is that it absolutely can happen here. It absolutely can happen here. I would never say that it can't, but that's one of the reasons why it hasn't yet.
Can I drink this on?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not. It's just juice.
Yeah, it's cranberry juice. Y'all mad?
It's just turn the label. It's just juice.
Look.
Yeah, it's just juice.
It's juice.
Listen, we like what you. We
can't be thirsty.
We can't give you a. We gotta get you a cup, baby. But I'm not. No, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie though.
Keep going.
No, you're right. I'm not gonna lie though. One of the things that I feel is probably the most exciting about something like this is the fact that it's possible. The reason why it hasn't happened is because of what that commenter said. We have been divided by race, religion, gender, sexualities, all kinds of stupid stuff. But if that's indeed the case, right? And because Nepalese people are, I guess all one race, but aren't they different tribes? Yeah. Aren't they different all kinds of things? Yeah. Like, come on now. We can't just pretend that race is the only factor. There's a lot. I
can't stress this enough. Like, we outnumber them to the T. We outnumber them, but we are out organized, and we need to do that. And when I say that, oh no, that's your problem. Y'all just need to vote for the next Democrat. Y'all ain't. Oh my God.
I mean, you still want to go to brunch.
You still want to go, and that's the thing. It's like y'all expose yourselves when y'all say that. Oh, if this wasn't happening, we'd be at brunch right now. Oh, but y'all hated her laugh, and so on and so forth. Once again, I'm seeing black babies' heads decapitated and put in body bags under both administrations, regardless. And it's been happening for decades and decades. We live in a settler colonial state. This is America. Fascism has been here since its inception. So this whole, oh my God, fascism's here now. No, it ain't no now. It's no now. It's here. It's been here since the beginning. And America has not truly paid for its crimes, to be honest. And now this is where we're at. The Civil War, after it was over, we said the Confederate was an opinion-based thing. And now we're saying that racism is an opinion-based thing.
Yeah, racism is now an opinion.
They haven't truly learned their lesson.
Because me not thinking you're a full human, that just means that's my opinion.
That's just my opinion. Meanwhile, if you do a fucking Nazi salute in Germany, they don't play that shit over there. We haven't truly learned our lesson here, like at all. And that's why we're at where we're at. We're having Jubilee debates about if trans people should exist or not.
It's more like they do. Now what?
What are you going to do about it besides nothing? Because we're gonna fight back. I can tell you that.
If you think,
as someone who was part of that diaspora, I wish a motherfucker would.
Not in my house. not here. I don't play about these people who live here. I really don't. Never have, never will. And ain't nobody in this place play about me.
Period.
And that's the way it should be, and that's the way it has been, and that's the way it will continue to be. Hey, Issa in the room.
Hey, friend.
One of the things that I do want to make sure that I get across is I need people to stop thinking that we're so powerless. I know a lot of the things that I'm talking about, that we are talking about, is really fucked up to listen to. I'm not about to pretend it's not. But at the same time, you need to understand that the power still relies with us. We keep these companies afloat. If there was no people, there would be no fucking Walmart. There'd be no fucking Amazon. There wouldn't be shit. If we all decided to get our shit for real together, like for real together, and decide no one's gonna have to pay rent, everything is too motherfucking high, guess what? Nobody in this neighborhood is gonna go ahead and pay rent. And if the sheriff decides to come and take one person, they gotta arrest everybody, bitch. You gotta arrest everybody in this motherfucking neighborhood. That's how it needs to work. That's how community is supposed to run. We are supposed to run the government. The government's not supposed to fucking run us.
But that's the thing. A lot of y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't want that. Y'all still, individualism is so strong. They really got a lot of us. They deeply programmed us with this shit.
Yes. Oh,
so
yes.
It's like, oh, well, all we got to do is wait till midterms in 2028 and we can just pretend like everything's go back to normal and go back to branch, and then I can start my own business and be a millionaire someday. Everyone has that mindset. Most Americans. And Americans are very servile by nature. Very servile by nature. So y'all love to kiss ass and don't even realize it. Maybe I'm just not work. No, it's working how it's supposed to work, and that's what we're trying to tell you.
And that's why they're trying to make this a Christian country.
Yeah.
This is why they're trying to make this a Christian country.
It's all connected.
And what's worse is there are so many people that refuse to see the interconnections. Like there was a I don't know, I want to say there's CIA bots on Twitter, but there were black people saying, oh, I'm not about to go out there and fight, I have to rest, I was a part of the 92%, blah blah blah, and now they're in Chicago trying to get you to. It's all connected. You have to care about Israel.
Listen, I fight, y'all hated her laugh, you get what you ask, what you vote for.
Israel trains the officers that are killing black people in America. How is it not connected? The same way they killed George Floyd, that's an actual thing that they teach the IDF. Please stop playing these games with me, bro. I said, I know TikTok, hell, but y'all getting cut up in the audio. Oh, is the audio cutting up for you? Oh, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
No, for real. Because apparently we were, but obviously Allison would have said something when she was in the room earlier. Mm-hmm. But it's all right. We just going. We'll see. We'll just continue. Earth is ghetto.
It is very ghetto. When are we not having something? That's what we call it.
At this point, it should be called the Technical Difficulty Podcast.
Right.
I don't even know what's happening at this point, but it's fine.
Y'all some real ones for sticking with us.
No, for real though.
When it comes to that shit,
they're like, it is ghetto over there. Okay, it's very true. But this is the
Sudan.
This is for Sudan.
It's desolation. The despair and suffering that has pushed millions to leave everything behind. Their camps line the edges of North Darfur, in the war-torn region of Western Sudan.
We've just crossed into North Darfur, a place that's been virtually impenetrable to journalists over the last 2 years of war in Sudan. It's been ravaged by famine, ruthless armed conflict, and has been largely neglected by the world.
Sudan's humanitarian crisis is the largest in the world. 13 million people are in need of assistance. 1 in 3 children face acute malnutrition. It unraveled after war broke out in Sudan's capital, Khartoum, in April 2023, between the army and paramilitary group, the RSF. Armed violence spread across the country while the RSF captured large swathes of Darfur and laid siege on the last standing capital in the region, El Fasher. We traveled to North Darfur to bring you this report. Makeshift displacement shelters are clustered across the state. Inside, thousands are waiting for news from El Fasher, the besieged regional capital they risked their lives to escape.
We gave them money. but the Rapid Support Forces took some women away who couldn't pay into a room. We don't know if they were beaten or raped. They threatened us and we got money out. We couldn't sleep from the sounds of the men being whipped and robbed nearby. All my brothers are trapped there. There is no one to take care of me.
Stories like Zahra's are everywhere in this camp, from the youngest to the eldest, all survivors of the Rapid Support Forces fighting to capture their hometown.
These camps are full of horror stories that have been hidden from the world. Thousands of people who fled Al-Fashir and lost loved ones to brutal violence and famine. Some arrived days ago and some have been here for months. All of them have told us that they're hoping the siege will be lifted and that they can return home.
Even if the RSF ends their siege on Al-Fashir, nothing can erase the damage. Nadifa was heavily pregnant when she escaped the city's violence, and her newborn baby was blinded by conditions on the road. Hawa says she watched her two daughters get raped by the RSF in front of her, and hasn't seen them since they fled in shame. Story after story of absolute brutality. Weighing on the volunteers tasked with keeping faith alive.
I'm living in a state of emotional torture and have depression from the number of cases I have to deal with, to the point where I had a mental breakdown.
Do you feel neglect from the international community?
I direct my blame towards the international community. How can we talk about human rights? Where is the humanity?
The neglect is stark in this barren hospital yard, where doctors say there's been little outside support. The last functioning hospital in North Darfur cannot afford to offer subsidized treatment to the civilians fleeing areas of extreme violence.
We need additional support. Yes. Either medication, either you can give money to the victims of the inpatient, but anyhow, we need support.
The maternity ward is full of empty beds with few staff to clean them. In one of the beds, we find new mother Amani, who escaped Al-Fashir heavily pregnant, who has just had a C-section delivery. Her brothers are still trapped there and don't know their new nephew has been born. The fight is ongoing for control of Al-Fashir and ultimately the fate of Darfur. With each battle, more and more women and children are finding their way here, without their husbands, fathers, and brothers.
We keep asking them, where are the men? And then they tell us our men have been executed.
On the camp road, we come across a rare sight, a car full of young men who safely escaped the siege, but not without scars. A bullet grazed his chin. You can't even be upset, he says. There are stray bullets everywhere. His friend in the back was hit by shrapnel. They all believe Al-Fashir will collapse, not militarily, but from the sheer weight of humanitarian needs.
If it falls, all of Sudan will be finished. So much suffering.
These stories of torment are a dark warning for the world, of the inhumanity that runs rife when cries for help go ignored. It's a dry...
Yeah, that's enough.
This is fucking sick.
And then you still want the new iPhone 17?
And you still, like...
You still,
and this has been
you
going
still,
on for decades, mind you.
No, that's sedan. That's sedan, Issa. And yeah, we all know YouTube's a piece of shit. Issa said she had to find out we were live from TikTok.
I don't even... This word is fucking sick. Like I'm trying to get my words together.
I'll be honest, I understand why people hold on so heavily to a religion.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those moments because it makes you want to cry out to God.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you want to cry out to God and ask for help.
And then with it being in Africa, it's like we never, people just don't care.
And they also don't realize that Israel is the one who's hiring a lot of these people to decimate these communities so that you can have a cell phone.
Just casually seeing your children get raped. Like I
and then you never see them again.
And then
And then you never see them again. Can you imagine if someone came in here and they made you watch as they violated me and then dragged me away and you never saw me again?
And then that's the thing. It's like after I've seen that, y'all want to gaslight freedom fighters and like resistance groups. Meanwhile, I guarantee you, actually I know that these resistance groups and freedom fighters, people have gone through shit like that and seen the worst.
Of the worst.
You damn right I'm gonna fucking join this shit.
Are you kidding?
Fuck you.
Are you kidding?
Y'all
do you think that you and I could be living in Sudan and watching this shit around us and being like, oh no, I don't care about what's going on with the people there. Oh, well, it's not me.
And this is why I say, this whole word, it ain't me, it ain't my family. Individualism is going to be the end of us.
It's going to
be the
I promise you, in the history books, all you're going to hear is people saying, well, I didn't think it had anything to do with me.
And as humans, especially black folks, we are inherently communal by nature. So I don't know why black conservatives and black capitalists or whatever, yes, I may be a little off topic or whatever. It saddens me to see this shit. How y'all want to participate in this white supremacist rhetoric of individualism.
Yeah.
So, oh, well, I'm good. I'm trying to start my own business so I can be a millionaire someday. But you're still exploiting black folks to get to that point. Black folks are still being exploited. A lot of these restaurants around Atlanta, black-owned restaurants, are shutting down because black folks are not being paid enough.
Yep.
Which then impacts the service and the quality. Like, it's like, come on now, it's a hard pill to swallow, but I gotta say it.
It's what's happening.
And if we go ahead, girl.
Listen. I'm at the point where I need the people who are saying I need the newest phone. I need you just to listen to them. This should be bigger than you having the newest thing. Don't you see that capitalism is killing us? And we're not even going to talk about how iPhones are trash. We're not even going to talk about how me and my Samsung have a way better camera for how many years ago versus what the fuck you got right now. They just keep on giving you the same shit over and over and over. So not only are you getting got to pay $1,700 for a phone, I'm sorry, $16 a month for your T-Mobile phone plan. You're going to spend $1,700, $1,800 on a motherfucking phone knowing that you are paying for a child to die. You are paying for children not to be here anymore. You are paying for adult women and men to be tortured. And I'm only telling you, for the love of God, you don't need it. Go to OfferUp. Get an old phone. It doesn't have to be the oldest phone. I didn't tell you to go back to Nokia. Damn!
And let me tell you something. This phone is paid off. It's an iPhone, but it's the 11. I forgot when it came out, but a while ago.
Okay.
It's paid off, and this shit be overheating. It be boiling. They want me to buy a
little bit of sun.
They want me to upgrade them, but I get text messages. Hey, girl, you can get the newest. No, bitch. It's paid off. It may overheat, but I'll let it cool down. I don't be on it like I'm not doing it. It still works. At the end of the day, it still works. And for what?
What I feel like is...
And I'm poor.
How are they supposed to get the money for this anyway?
I hate it here.
I feel like we don't realize that 40% of the country make under $40,000. How the fuck? Okay, you know what? Too much. I'm gonna stop.
Let a nigga make $40,000 and up, and they think they're gonna be a billionaire someday. It's really unfortunate to see.
Anyway, so moving on to the next one. I believe the next one is Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Charlie Kirk. So Aaron, where were you when you found out?
I celebrated. Oh, I'm sorry. So I found out.
This is why you can't drink.
This is why I can't.
The CIA is already
girl, like ever.
The bots are like, no.
Let me tell you, I'm that radical as fuck. Ever since 2016, I've been radical. Like this is nothing new. I've been on their watch list.
At this point, Issa just said iPhone even playing in people's face for years. 100%. Have y'all seen the bubble theory with AI? I have not. But we will look this up after this, and we might have to put it in the next show.
Yeah.
But I know I've heard of it, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
And AI is killing black folks. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation?
Yo,
like,
all you niggas who are married to chat GP. You know what? Stop it, Sydney. Wrong show.
Girl.
Next one. We will talk about that.
Next question.
So the only time that Charlie Kirk leaned left happened not too long ago.
Lean over to the left.
And this is my thing.
Where the drink at?
Oh,
Look, the grape juice.
Most people, I just want to say, most people didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was when he passed. Most people had no idea who this person was. Let's be perfectly honest.
He looks like a snail.
Listen, you ever seen Beavis and Butthead? I'm not sure if it's Beavis or Butthead. Which one's the blonde?
I think it's Butthead.
Okay, if Butthead is the blonde, you know how Butthead had a lot of gums.
Mm-hmm. Girl.
It was a lot. It was a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. I feel like the issue. Shut up, Issa. I feel like the issue that I am having the most is the fact that people want me to mourn this man so terribly, but we don't mourn Palestinians. We don't mourn the Sudanese people who are dying right now. We don't mourn the people who are dying in Tigray. I don't care if you don't fucking know about it. That's not my problem. We didn't mourn the Democrat who was killed along with her husband and dog. You killed the husband and the dog?
Girl.
And you know how white people love dogs. Okay. I thought that would have been like
hey, you get
headline.
Point, you know?
Bruh.
Breaking news.
Yeah, his teeth is tiny. He got a lot of gums and only a little bit of chiclets on the bottom. I'm just saying. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like on the bottom.
But for real though.
So, and this is the thing. The issue that I am having the most is the fact that there are people getting fired over not caring that this man is dead. That's the issue.
You're firing me because I don't care that a Nazi is dead. A Nazi that doesn't want me to exist. You're firing me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you in frame. But skin, face. Oh. Anyway, but I get so distracted. Anyway, no, I feel like the issue that I'm having the most is with everything that's going on is the fact that we are trying to memorialize Kirk in a way that he never deserved. He wasn't an intelligent person, right? He wasn't some kind of like orator or whatever. Like that's not who that guy was.
He was dumb as fuck.
He really was. Like I'm talking. When I say dumb, I'm talking like a box of rocks. Mm-hmm. It is like his last words were gang violence. We were talking about how guns are. First of all, I just want to say, when it comes to black people and guns, and I love us to death, our aim's not always the greatest, right?
You know.
Just put it out there. You know, we be shooting. We don't always be hitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We be spraying, honey.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, somebody dies an accident. Like, that's the guy I was trying to get. It was a nigga behind you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, it was, which I get. I'm not about to pretend that gun violence is not an issue in black communities, right? This is the issue that I'm having. The issue that I'm having is that we've got white people thinking that we're the violent ones.
And it's like the nerve of y'all to say that because y'all are inherently violent. Like, it's in y'all's DNA. And that's the gag.
We're not going to talk about the Anglo-Saxons right now. But what I'm saying is that I am... The fact that we are in this space particularly makes me feel like I am living in bizarro world. It makes me feel like this can't be real. Yeah. Because, you know how you said earlier, all of a sudden racism is an opinion?
Yep.
All of a sudden racism, he got killed for his opinions.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the reason why it's like that is because, again, of the aftermath of the Civil War and how they viewed the Confederate.
And Issa just said, Orange ain't bothered. Mango Mussolini ain't bothered. Why should we be bothered? The fuck?
Like, it really is a matter of opinion. Like, we truly, white Americans, white folks, truly haven't learned their lesson in this country, in this settler colonial state, which we are still doing since its inception, destabilizing black and brown countries and taking their resources. Oh my God, they got oil. But what we're going to call it, though, is spreading democracy. And y'all are full of shit.
And when you say you in the military, and I ask where you were, you say Afghanistan and Iraq, we were never supposed to be in them two places. So you were used as a pawn of capitalism, and therefore you were their colonizer light. You were the people they sent in to go and destabilize a fucking nation.
And this is why folks think that when I critique someone like a Hillary or an Obama or a Kamala, especially Obama, they think that I'm a Republican or a Trump supporter because I say, hey, he was the exception but not the rule, and he was a charismatic war criminal, and that's what they needed during that time.
And I'm gonna be so honest with you, I cried when Obama got elected. Let's make it very clear. Do you know how hard it was for me to actually really look at that nigga and be like, what you're doing isn't right? My parents aren't American, and he deported so many people. I'm sorry, this is not about right and left. This is not about...
He built the cages.
This is not about right and left. This is not about Democrat versus Republican. And the fact that this is what
they
people...
get dinner together.
Being on the side of human rights means that you cannot align yourself with either party.
And they ain't ready to hear that. Most folks are not ready to hear that, girl, because...
You're not.
What about the American dream of maybe I too someday, you know?
I too want to be rich. I too can get this money. I too can be a billionaire. Because guess what? I'm a hardworking American and I put the time in.
And that's the thing. You shouldn't want to be these things. Why do you want to be a billionaire?
Let me ask you a question. Tell me why a person who is in sales and gets a business degree can make more money than a paleontologist, who can make more money than a marine biologist, who can make more money. Like, does that seem fair to you? So I just gotta be charismatic and make sure I kiss your ass to make a sale versus me actually trying to learn about the earth and rocks and things that we are still dealing with and using.
Wake it up.
Like, you do realize that's bullshit, right? And this is me. I'm talking as a person who used to be a prior salesperson. I was 23 making $7-8 grand a month.
And baby, I used to be a hardcore capitalist. Ooh, y'all can't tell me shit. Oh, y'all ain't working. You ain't got 4 jobs. You need to be picking up some hours then. That way you can start your own business.
Are you good at something? Let's monetize it. And we have to go ahead and make your hobby something that is actual work. Like, there's no peace.
I hate it here.
There's no fucking peace. Issa said, yes, it's very dystopian. Chai, say that out aloud. And you labeled the town's fool, crazy person. I promise you, you are labeled the town crier. Like, oh, that nigga just upside.
Yep.
You just going through things. Don't you know you going through things? Everything is fine over here.
You're just jealous. Like, okay.
I'm sorry. It's the same thing how I feel about like rap music and hip hop and how everybody, when you decide to come at somebody, you always talk about your streams, your views, how much money you have, so on and so forth, all the shit that doesn't matter. Maybe it's the communist in me, but that's bullshit.
And yes, we say that word proudly on this platform. I know the propaganda of it all. Y'all are scared to say socialism, not no fucking democratic socialism, but actually socialism or communism. We ain't gonna stop trying to put an establishment term with it. No, it's either socialist or communist. If you are a leftist, it starts at socialism. Point blank. Period.
And that's really gonna be it. And Issa just said, I am and I should be. It's just crazy. If you are mentally fine, you're not. Exactly. If you think that you're good, this lets me know that you've put yourself so far inside your own bubble that you are just the person in the corner singing this song. This old man, he came on,
right.
He came, while everything burns down around you. Of course I got a live restriction.
Of course.
That's fine.
We rather
listen, I already knew what was going to happen. But, isn't it? It's just gross. It's just gross. Anyway, moving on. Charlie Kirk died, and I just want to let you know, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Do I celebrate his death? I celebrate the ending of the injustice of a person who only said horrific things.
I would celebrate any white supremacist death, even an agent of white supremacy. Yeah, that's how radical I am. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, I am.
They young. CIA don't come after us. We do. They young and we trying to figure out what's next. Okay.
Any white supremacist or Nazi or someone that wants to uphold the colonial settler state, which is the United States of America, because let me tell you something: a country that was meant to kill can never liberate you.
No, that's a word.
A country that is meant to kill can never liberate you. So you can talk about reform all you want.
You can say whatever it is the fuck you feel like. At the end of the day, this is your reality.
You can try to get a cosign from your oppressors all you want to for the black Americana of it all.
Oh, and that's one thing I wanted to mention. Candace Owens, bring your ass here.
Ooh.
Yo, bring your ass here. Listen, and by the way, you have such a good perm. I just want to put that out there. Whoever is doing your perm, they doing it right. Okay, right. That bob is bobbing, right? But my God, you really are a hard wig ass life type of bitch. The fact that you are so willing, first and foremost, his wife isn't even mourning Charlie Kirk the way that Candace Owens is mourning Charlie Kirk. Was you getting yourself some white supremacist dick?
A little colonizer peen.
Cause that's what it looked like. It looked like you decided to do a Laverne Cox and get yourself some MAGA penis.
Some Proud Boy penis.
And listen, I don't know how good a ghostly penis is. But
ghostly.
But listen, it's not my
some Casper cock.
It's not, you know, it's not my ministry. Casper Cock's not my ministry. But what I will say. Listen, but what I will say is the fact that this woman is mourning this man more than her own husband tells me something. And I don't mean to be messy, but something says that you were getting back shots from a 3-inch cock. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know.
Girl.
That's me.
The next episode of Raccoon Avengers.
All right. So
in this building.
So for the not Casper. No, I mean
well.
But okay, so now we're gonna move on to the last topic of the show. Just remember that we are gonna be coming back Wednesday, more than likely around the same time, to go ahead and give you our part 2, which is this is our world politics. Next show is going to be all of the bullshit celebrity business.
Yeah.
But just so you know, we will be back here next Wednesday. Sorry, not next Wednesday. This Wednesday.
This Wednesday, yeah.
This Wednesday coming. Day after tomorrow, bitch. Anyway, so last topic.
Day tomorrow, bitch.
But last topic. This is going to be in reference to the ICE raids in Chicago. We didn't talk about Jimmy Fallon, right? Just so you know, Jimmy Fallon went ahead and said something about Charlie Kirk, which, by the way, wasn't even about Charlie Kirk. He said it more about the administration, also not giving a fuck. And Jimmy Fallon lost his show for 3 days. And I'm very disgusted that Disney lost billions of dollars and a bunch of people just decided to resubscribe to Disney after that fucking happened. Even though we've been trying to boycott Disney from how many motherfucking years ago? It was at least 2 years ago, and we were just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Disney is giving money to Israel, and Disney within their terms and agreement, if you die at the park, sorry, bitch, that's on you." That's what happened.
They're a very like white supremacist organization. I
Can
feel
you
like people
fucking
forget
imagine? Oh, Issa say y'all glowing by your way.
that. Thank you.
Anyway, what I feel
Oh, this
like
is bicep.
let me stop. But no, you're stupid. But no, so I feel like the idiocy that I feel like I am walking into when it comes to the Chicago ICE raids is the fact that I put up a video on TikTok a while ago, right? And I said, Black people, I'm so disappointed with you. The fact that there are so many of you saying, "Oh, well, I'm a part of the 92%. This has got nothing to do with me." How does this have nothing to do with you? Tell me how this has nothing to do with you when you're a Black in America and you know the worst of everything happens to us. Why would you think, "Oh, this wouldn't get to you"? So now, fast forward to the Chicago ICE raids. We're going to play the video. It is gross. It's gross, and this is what we're dealing with.
And she said she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, "Did I have any warrants?" And I said, "No, I didn't."
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Cincinnati video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them really laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting his fist down. We're in the siege. We're going to invade by our own military.
The FBI did confirm this morning that they did help the U.S. Border Patrol carry out a targeted immigration enforcement operation in this area, and they say they had been supporting these efforts at the direction of the U.S. Attorney General. She lives in...
Issa just said, well, because people are saying them Gatorades were fake and it's being over-exaggerated. Of course they would say that. They want us to feel safe going outside. Mm-hmm. They want us to just go around and be like, oh, we're good. That makes perfect sense that would be the propaganda. But also, a lot of these things are these things we can put on the news? We're finding this shit out from TikTok. Do you remember what was going on in California? What were we calling them, festivals?
Yep. The fact that we have to do that, by the way.
We had to call them festivals just so we could talk about what we were actually seeing.
We have to talk about celebrities to talk about real shit. Like, we have to put, like, hashtag Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or whatever in the comments. So that
somebody will actually want to see what's going on.
So that way the algorithm, yeah.
Because otherwise, a lot of it's getting shadow banned. It's getting shadow banned. Yeah. A lot of the stuff that we're trying to put out there, if you are an activist, even if you're not an activist and you're just a good person who's just like, hey, something horrific is happening. I went to the doctor the other day and they gave me a pregnancy test without my knowledge. Without my knowledge, I went to go get tested. I knew I wasn't pregnant. The fuck? They never asked me if I could have a pregnancy test. They just gave me one. They want to keep tabs on you. They were trying to change my birth control from once a year to every month because they want to see me every month. You don't think that they're keeping track of this shit? Come on, man.
They don't want.
And it's like, it saddens me because to see, I've had to get a coworker the other day together, and she was black, a black woman. She was like, this nurse got an attitude with me, and it was the nurse was, I believe, from Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. But she was like, I'm finna call ICE on them. I'm finna call ICE on her ass. I was like, That's disgusting. You're a terrible person.
What did you say to her?
I said that.
You said that?
Yeah, because I don't.
What did she say?
She was like, "What you mean? Like they don't? We good, but like when it comes to them, I say no. Like you don't understand."
And
like,
also, she's from Puerto Rico. That's an American Commonwealth. What are you going to deport her to? Another part of America?
That's what the same flight. We gonna send Bad Bunny back to. I'm like, y'all are stupid. But anyways, it saddens me when I see Negro liberals say dumb shit like this, because it's like, as you can see, what next, and it's happening, and
it's happening right now. We said this from how long ago, and it's happening right now. We
are not fully human to them at the end of the day. I feel like, and yes, you call yourself a Democrat as a black person. I'm black. I'm vote, even though black people aren't. I'm not surprised when a black person votes Republican because we are hella conservative. I'm not surprised by that.
Say that shit.
Ever. Because if it ain't racism, but all the other things, homophobia, transphobia, colorism, capitalism, the nuclear family, traditional family values, and all this other shit,
right.
We subscribe to these white supremacist ideologies when it comes, because that's where all that shit came from.
Issa just said, when people talk like that, I can only think they got them. Because how do you think these motherfuckers see you? How do you think these motherfuckers see you?
It was just 3/5 of human a few weeks ago, girl. Like, come on now.
And you know what?
So yes, they are going to put our black babies in zip ties because we are not human to them.
The kid wasn't even 2 years old, and they zip tied the back of his hands. He wasn't even. You saw that?
Yes.
He wasn't even 2.
They don't care.
Sadly, this is the last topic of the show, and I really hate to end it on this particular note. But what I will say is, again, we are not powerless. I just saw a video today about a man who was trying to be taken by ICE, and all those cars stopped. They stopped, and these men were so surrounded, they left. Mm-hmm. We are bigger than they are. There is more of us than there will ever be of them. If you think that you are powerless, then they have won.
Yep.
And I need you to know that.
And fuck it, I'm gonna say it. And we need to do this too. Get you a gun. Black folks,
I need you to get yourself
if they show
protected.
up to your property, need to, because they have lost their fucking minds. This is the Gestapo. Okay? This is where we're at.
And it's what it is. And I promise you, you deciding that this is not your fight is you saying that you will be a victim.
Our ancestors are turning in their graves when you say that every time.
When you say you are not your ancestors, damn right you're not. Because they were fighting.
Yeah.
Damn right you're not. Because they were fighting.
And some of y'all going to have to be left the fuck behind.
And just because you don't know that has no placing on your ancestors. I'm just going to let that let that shit marinate. Pew, pew, click, boom. Amen.
Yeah.
So we will end it on that note. Thank you so much for listening to us, for supporting us. The Earth is Ghetto podcast is not going anywhere. We're going to see you day after tomorrow. And please remember that being black is African. Being queer is African at all times.
Period. We love you. We will see you hoes Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Ashe.
Bye.